Welcome to another Netzla Feature Spotlight video. Today we're looking at how Netzla helps ensure reliable data operations with powerful monitoring tools once your data pipelines are set up. Here we have a simple sample data flow from a source through transformation to destination and usage. After setting up your source, destination, and any transformations or validations along the way, Netzla will run your pipeline at any scale and notify you when errors or exceptions occur. It's easy to check on the status of any pipeline at any time, including validation, errors, access control, etc. Let's see how it works in the platform. What I have set up here is the beginning of a data flow with Netzla's email as a source connector that will generate a custom email address for you to email data to. So this is an example of a data flow where people can email customer information, and we're going to transform it, validate it, and send it off to a destination. So we can see here this data already in there is customer emails, first name, last name, gender, ID, IP address, and state. So what we're going to do is jump in the transform builder and select what we want to pass through in the transform data set. So maybe I'll select first name, last name, email, gender, and ID. And here you can apply any transformations you like, but I'm just going to apply a few validation rules for my monitoring. So here I can click on any of these attributes that I'm passing out. And one thing I'm going to do is check that all the email addresses are valid emails. So I'm going to use this simple regex expression that just checks that there's something and an @ sign and something afterwards, and you can put whatever you like in there yourself. So once I click save, that's going to make a child data set, and then we can activate this and send to any destination and see what happens once the data flow is set up. So I'm just going to send it to an FTP destination where maybe we're collecting all customer information in one place. It'll pass all those through, and now the data flow is set up. So first, let's see what happens when a record purposefully fails this validation test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to email more customer information to be ingested in this data flow with IDs 991 through 1000. And I'm going to purposefully have some of these fail. So you can already see this record here. The email is just error, and it will fail that regex expression. And I'm going to save this and send it to this email address to pass it through this flow, and we'll see what happens when Netzla detects those errors. Now Netzla has had a chance to ingest that new data set that we sent to this email source, and you can see immediately one error will pop up here, as well as your notifications, and when we go to look at it more closely, Netzla has quarantined the record that failed. We can look closely, and it is indeed our error record, where the email failed the validation test of the regex that we entered. Now that that has popped up, you can trust that everything else has passed the validation records we set and has been sent to its destination successfully, except for the one error, which we can go in and fix ourselves or decide what to do with as needed. Netzla does this for all your data flows at once, so you can trust that your data is getting where it needs to, passing the test that it needs. We can see all of my data flows here, and right here is the flow we've been working on with the one error that has been displayed, turning it yellow at the top. In addition, your errors will pop up in your notifications and error log, and if it's very important, you can set up error data export, which once configured will export your data so that you can always be on top of any errors or unexpected changes in schema. Now that this flow is running, any new data that is ingested will run automatically, and Netzla will continue applying the same transformation and validation tests to this data flow, so you don't have to worry and trust that Netzla is monitoring this data flow for any errors the entire time. Netzla's automatic pipeline monitoring gives you peace of mind and reliable data operations at any scale. When Netzla takes care of the monitoring for you, your organization can focus on getting the work done and building the pipelines you need in a fraction of the time. Check out another demo or head to our website to request a one-on-one demo to try it out yourself. That's all from us in this video. See you next time.